Today we're making a simple, delicious homemade apple pie that will absolutely steal your heart. First up, we're gonna crack 3 whole eggs into a bowl. I'm using room temperature eggs. They mix in a little more smoothly. Then, add 4 tablespoons of sugar. I'm using granulated sugar, but brown sugar works great here too. Now whisk the eggs and sugar together until everything looks smooth and well combined. Next up, we're adding 4 tablespoons of vegetable oil to our mixture. You can also use melted butter if that's what you prefer. It gives a slightly richer flavor. Whisk everything together until fully combined. Vegetable oil keeps the mixture nice and moist, while butter adds that classic buttery taste, but either option works perfectly here. All right, next you'll need 4 tablespoons of flour. I'm just using all-purpose flour here. It works perfectly fine for this recipe. Then add 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and we're gonna sift everything together. I really love sifting. It helps break up any lumps and gives the pie a lighter, smoother texture. Then give everything a quick whisk, just to combine the flour with the rest, until you end up with a smooth, beautiful batter, just like this. Perfect. Now we're gonna zest 1 lemon straight into the batter. Make sure to zest only the yellow part of the lemon. The white stuff is bitter and can totally mess with the flavor of the pie. You can skip the zest if you want, but adding a little really brings out the apple flavor and makes the pie taste extra fresh. So I definitely recommend doing it. Set it aside for now. And now for the star of the show, the apples. You'll want to use 2 nice, medium-sized apples. Not too big, not too small. Peel them first, of course. I'm using this handy little peeler, but if you don't have one, a regular knife works just fine. And now, let's grate the apples. Choose sweet apples with just a hint of tartness. That way, the flavor stays perfectly balanced. That's the secret to making a pie that turns out absolutely perfect. Give the grated apples a quick stir into the batter, just to combine everything nicely. All right, next, grab a food processor. Pop in 4 tablespoons of oats, and we're gonna grind them for just a few minutes until they look like coarse sand, kind of like flour. Just toss them all into the batter and fold everything together with your spatula. These oats will make your batter nice and light, with a little chewy texture, and honestly, it works really well. Grab a sheet of parchment paper and place your 20-inch round pan on top. Trace around it with a pencil so we can cut the parchment to fit perfectly. Set the pan aside, then fold the parchment in half and fold it in half one more time. Now we're going to cut out the circle we traced for a perfect fit in the pan. Go ahead and butter the pan all over, the bottom and the sides. Then place the parchment circle we cut on the bottom. Trust me, lining the bottom with parchment makes it so much easier to get the pie out. And let's pour all the batter into the pan. Spread it out slightly with a spatula so it's nice and even in the pan. And last but not least, we need to slice the apples to go on top of the cake. But first, we're gonna peel them, of course. You can totally leave the skin on. It softens as it bakes and adds nice color, but I personally like to peel it off. Slice them not too thinly so they stay nice and juicy and hold their shape on top of the cake. See? This is exactly how thick you want them. Finally, layer the apple slices on top in whatever pattern you like. And if you're enjoying this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I've got so many more recipes to share with you. And that's it. Now pop the pie into the oven. Bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 40 minutes. Let the pie rest in the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes before taking it out. Then carefully run a spatula around the edges to release it. Now place a plate on top and carefully flip it over so the pie is on the plate and you can remove the pan. Then peel off the parchment from the bottom. Take a serving plate and carefully flip the pie back over onto it. To finish it off, we're going to brush the top with 1 tablespoon of peach jam. This gives the pie a beautiful shine and a light sweetness that pairs perfectly with the apples. You can use any jam you like here. Apricot, apple, or even a little honey works great. Let the pie rest for a few minutes so it sets a little. Then it's ready to slice and serve. If you followed all these tips, you'll end up with a truly amazing apple pie. Just look at that perfect, tender texture. And the apples on top, brushed with peach jam, giving them a beautiful golden shine. Fresh, sweet, perfectly balanced. You're definitely gonna love this pie. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.